What's up, y'all? At this point, I'm having an accumulation of videos. Most are on just speaking on energy signatures, and a lot of it is just for clarification because these are topics that I deal with, and hence what makes me have the revelation to come and try to spill it out. Because if I'm dealing with it 9 times out of 10, it's something that the whole collective is connected to. And I always want to be a vessel because I understand that I can connect to those elements, and I do have a way of being able to express it very 3D-ish. Like I know how to express an energy signature. Like that shit be coming in different forms, but I know how to express that shit in some real life shit. Cause guess what? I live life. So I live life in a way that a lot of people don't live life. So I'm mentioning all this stuff before just because I want people to recognize that when I speak on things, like for one, I'm speaking on things that I know. A lot of the times I'm speaking of my situation in a very vague way where I'm only talking on an energy signature, but the person that is definitely affecting, they know that they are the catalyst that helped me express that signature. So this is real life shit. So I'm just gonna put on like a frequency. Gonna head out to the park in a bit. It's Father's Day, and just been spending the time getting things together and getting organized. And this is actually a topic that I wrote to record exactly a week ago, and I was actually gonna postpone it one more time, like till tomorrow. And I'm like, why? Let me just speak on it. This doesn't have to be a long video, so I'm just gonna put on this healing hurt energy. It's a mantra to destroy all confusion of the mind. So hopefully we can execute on just getting this through and expressed. I wanted to get it up before, but I just had to turn my phone on, and I was like, I just wanted to capture the energy. So it is what it is. Everything flow as it should. So the topic of what I'm going to talk about is humans. And I could read on so many levels of this because of the fact that I like to associate myself as an alien in some aspects, so I could express that. And I could also express why I don't necessarily, even with acknowledging that I'm a human, I don't want to be compared to the traditional human. And I'm going to express that as well. I'm gonna also try to touch on in a very 3D way, like the construct of like, yeah, we're both humans, but the energy signatures behind it, how powerful that is, and even making you do things that you might not remember, control things you might not control, or things that you may regret, or things that you might be like, wow, I was protected and I didn't even know, like I'm doing these things because of I'm being possessed. Period. Possessed is like the best word I can use to express that energy signature, and it's not necessarily good or bad, but it's definitely real because you are being controlled by something bigger than you. People that are not spiritual, they could believe whatever they want to believe, but you can at least admit that there's times where you, for one, don't remember what you did, or you could be like, damn, why did I, like, you literally don't remember, like you blacked out drunk, and that's possession, period. I'm not judging though, but so that's a good expression for a lot of people. A lot of people drink, and if it's not that, you could have moments where you be like, "Damn, like I did that, but did I really mean that? What made me do it like that?" And you second guess that. Those moments is when you are possessed by energy signatures. So you have to understand. I'm gonna try to captivate this whole thing into something that's very realistic, something that everyone could say that we've transitioned through, and then you can also respect and recognize the different levels of a human. So, like for one, this is not a black or white, wherever you from, American or wherever you from type thing. Like this is something that, regardless of your environment, regardless of what's been provided to you, these aspects are things that when you go out into this matrix, into this world, you're gonna be presented with. And I can tell you flat up, like for the most part, when I said matrix, it's because the majority of what people are just literally grounded to their work, their family, or what it is they're trying to do. Money, lovers, anything that you're trying to do, a lot of people are just grounded to that, and that is what their life becomes. Even if they have spiritual experiences, like maybe a near-death experience or something where it's literally a death of somebody else, or situations where death is just always so beautiful, because I think that helps people remember, because it leaves a signature. So it doesn't always have to be like a complete loss, but like a death of an old self, like things like that, you cannot go back to those aspects. So to me, I use that, and I say beautiful because of the fact that it shows you that still life can go on. But a lot of people, regardless of those spiritual experiences, they stay connected to what is drawing them and distracting them in those moments. That's like a ground human. I'm not a ground human. I never was a ground human. I have nothing against ground humans, but I will admit that at this point, I don't have a lot of energy to attach to ground humans, because at this point, if we're not evoluting on a level of spirituality, and it's not business. I mean, it's hard to connect to you if you don't have some form of spirituality. And spirituality don't have to be religion or anything like that, but something where you understanding how energy signatures play out beyond you, and also how your soul is so significant to that process, and how you want it to be executed for your purpose in this world. But that's a whole nother story. If you're not on that level, if you're not doing something that's motivating you, or something that's giving you a purpose beyond just a construct of money or what you can obtain, like all those things, like maybe experiences or things that you could obtain that I could be interested in. Like I could have associates where I just go and I travel with them, and that's what it is. But ground humans, I like politics. I'm very interested about politics and worlds and history and facts and things like that. But a ground human, like, frankly, I'm not that. And I have nothing against them. I just don't necessarily, sometimes with these energy signatures, regardless of how you choose to do it, you're gonna mold to what you're accustomed to. And I know that even if we align for some situation, maybe I can spark a spiritual experience within you, and spark your spiritual awakening. And now, I don't have to be in your life or not, but now because of that, you remember that, wow, this is a possibility. But I said this video ain't gonna be long, so we just on a ground human. Those people, I have respect for you guys. You guys are the majority. Now it's making time for high vibrational beings, because this is why I came back in this time. I came back in the time when y'all gonna be very sparked to be aware of these type of things and recognizing that, wait, no, this is more than just a hypothetical myth, because this is something that you can't see. High vibrational beings, now we're dealing with elements of just the internal, those emotional things. And that's why a lot of people say in this world now is shifting to a more feminine energy. Understand what a feminine energy is. If you don't understand spirituality, you're gonna be lost in the feminine energy. Feminine love is a very spiritual thing. Love is more than just even love. Even if you think it's just about sex, see how far you're gonna get in a relationship, period. No matter how good it is. Like, love is a very spiritually, that's the best way to go through a spiritual awakening. Because if it's not death, then it could be love. Love is going to transmute you into, I would just hope you know who you are and what you want and where you're trying to go. Because if not, then I've seen it. I'm interested in this type of stuff. I sit there and I watch YouTube all day, and it's talking about people that snapped because of the fact that they were building towards something, and they realized, whoa, how did I get here? This is not what I was going towards. This person did this to me. I'm blaming whoever around me. But that's a whole nother story. Just know that I'm very aware of that aspect and how your mind can trick you, because for one, like I said, everything that I talk about, I've been there. So right now, we're leaving a room for these aspects to even hit you, for you to even want to get this far in this video, even though it's not going to be long. Hopefully I have it short enough to where I could post it on IG. But high vibrational beings, we come in with these elements, and it's like we are in this physical body, but a lot of me is not seen. A lot of what I'm growing through and analyzing and depicting and realizing and seeing and altering, because of the fact that when I'm aware, you change everything else around you. So you have to understand that. And that's when you really living as a high vibrational being. And that's something that I can't even explain too much in 3D, but I have to just say, if you understand what I'm saying, like if you living and you change, and you knew that person was gonna come with that energy, and you was prepared. Like, you didn't know what it was, but you knew that it was something in you, and it's connected to people that you don't even know at this point, but you protected, and you seeing that. Like, also, like, in the ways of people that do something to you or whatever, and they come back and they turn in ways where you can be like, wow, it's still in my favor. Wow, I'm still sitting clean, literally with my feet crossed. Like, thinking about those type of things, if you understand that, you a high vibrational being, and that's an honor, because we the rare ones. Yeah, I would say we're the most rare in this trilogy of what I talk about in humans. We're the most rare, but I do feel like we're gonna be a lot more idolized. Like, we are the true stars. So just be confident in that. And right now, even if it's something that is not necessarily the goals, and I mean that in ways of how you have to present yourself. Like, people don't necessarily live their life in that construct. They might not necessarily understand how to live that life, because you have to show an influence. Like, okay, I'm willing to experience this in real life and be confident enough to show you guys that this is something that not only I could do, but you can do as well. So, and that means if you want to do it in the ways of artwork, if you want to be in the ways of communication, like, this is stuff that a lot of us probably think about, maybe not in this construct or depth, but how often do you see that online? So for you to come and be that spiritual, high vibrational person and influence the universe, even if it's just right now, just for 2 or 3 people, to take that risk, that's a sacrifice. That's putting yourself on a cross, baby girl, or male, whatever your energy is, like your signature at this point. That's a big responsibility to come and try to influence these aspects of what's coming in, the change that's coming to people that was dealing with capitalism. So I'm keep this video short. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of things to do, but I'm happy I'm recording this now, because like, this was a time for it, and that music is really working. I hope you can hear me clearly still, and it's not distracting. But the last one I want to talk about, and this is the one where when you dealing in this energy, you fucked up. You fucked up because either you're aware that you know you're out of control and you choosing to be guided in the wrong direction, which some people actually do that for whatever reason. It might be post-traumatic stress, or just literally like, you just fucked up. You just have a lot of bad karma. And I've had a lot of bad karma. So trust me, I've been all 3 of these things, but I just know why I resonate at is high vibrational being. That's what I've been, and I've dived in and experienced this world, and that's why I was able to be I've been possessed by lower vibrational energies and ground humans. But I will tell you, the lower vibrational energies that came is because I lowered my vibration to this energy. Yeah, I lowered myself, and I physically played out a lower vibrational energy. But even them, if they know they came and they possessed my soul, they ain't doing no fuck shit. It's because it's still gonna be in my favor. That means even if I fight, or if I lose a fight, bro, the fact that I fight is showing you, like, bro, I could take it there too. However low you want to take it, however high you want to take it. Imagine a being like me. But it's not just about me. I'm a reflection. Understand that. And if you understand me, then you're not even seeing me right now. You knowing like, oh shit, yeah, I fuck with that. And if you're a low vibrational being, then you might be like, man, what is she even talking about? Like, what is she ain't talking about shit. So it's however you want to see me. But just know, if you're a low vibrational being, period, like, I could take it there too. And so I ain't judging you, but you fucked up. So if you choosing that in 2021, you really gonna be fucked up, because right now, spirits, it's people too high for you to be too low. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to either learn how to moderate, or you're gonna have to learn how to just accept how fucked up shit gonna start to play out, because shit is start to flip. People that was lower, they gonna be vibrating more higher and doing more things that are gonna be more idolized. And the people that was higher, you're gonna start seeing they a fraud, because that's the only reason why capitalism worked. But at the end of the day, the 3 beings, we have the ground human, which is the majority. Then we have the high vibrational beings, which is our time. So, embrace that, and just humbly just play your part. And then we have the low vibrational beings, where you just have to just find a structure for yourself, because at this point, like, people ain't gonna feel sorry for you. And I'm not sending that to nobody in particular. I see this story play out so much. So however you want to play your life, I would just say just try to at least be a ground human, because if you want to be the majority, ain't nothing wrong, because we're in a 3D realm. Me, I choose to evolve outside of this element, because it's just downhill. It's downhill in ways that people, they forget what we living for. They forget how temporary this is. And I'm just baffled by just how deep things could go. But regardless of that aspect, I understand that I'm a human, and my purpose here is just to make sure that I take advantage of that, and I appreciate that, but also like I'm really aware of the responsibility of me as a human, and also embracing that completely and fully for the reasoning of just clarity of what it is, so in my own ways. So I hope y'all feel me. But yeah, I am gonna get back to work, and y'all stay blessed. Happy Father's Day out there. I don't really care about holidays, but I definitely want to say all the parents out there, especially the Black fathers, but the fathers in particular, like y'all role is so necessary, and I'm so grateful for y'all. So yeah, hopefully this get posted within the week of Father's Day. But if not, y'all know it's Father's Day.